Hello. Yes. We are here to talk about a Christmas classic, that big, A Christmas Story. This is my first time watching this movie, and I gotta tell you, this movie is overrated, in my opinion. Don't shoot me with your red rifle BB gun or whatever the hell it is called. Red Rabbit. Red Ryder. Don't shoot me with your red. Don't pull out your Red Ryder BB guns and shoot me for this, but I think this movie is vastly overrated. So, look, I understand the appeal this movie would bring to people. It's very Christmassy. I could see people watching it around Christmas time. Hell, I would put it on in the background if I'm cleaning or playing a video game or just want to have something on in the background in Christmas time. Possibly I'll put it on in the background. Something I'm not really going to pay attention to, just have in the background just in case. Maybe. I would not partake in a 24-hour marathon. I don't see the point of that. So what is the story? Well, that's the question, isn't it? It revolves around a kid named Ralphie Parker. And what he really wants for Christmas is the Red Ryder BB gun. But everybody keeps telling him he'll poke his eye out. He tried to, talk to his mom about it. So you poke your eye out. He tried to write a thing for school for his teacher. She said, you poke your eye out. He even tried at Santa Claus. And Santa Claus said, you poke your eye out, kid. Before kicking him down the slide there. And so, yeah. Yes. I just don't get it. I don't get the hype for this film. How it's one of the greatest Christmas films ever made. I watch a countdown on the Nostalgia Critics Top 10, Top 11, 12, whatever, Christmas specials. And this was number 1, and I just don't get it. I just don't get it at all. It starts off very slow. Narration, Ralphie, all that stuff. And then once you get to the part where the kid sticks his tongue to the pole, first of all, it's not that bad. Especially if you're prepared for it. I did it when I was like 13. And I had a glass of lukewarm water right there. On. After I stuck it to the pole. I was prepared. But even then, the adults should be more prepared for something like this. His friends leave him outside. Because all they worry about, but the bell, that was the bell, we gotta go, that was the bell. And they'd rather not be late for school than help their friend. And so the whole fire department shows up, which is not that bad. And it got a patch on it, which I'm just like, they use the lukewarm technique, it's not gonna hurt anything. He says he didn't feel any pain. I don't know, because it's numb, I don't know. Which my tongue was a little numb, yeah, it's not that bad. And then you get so there's a problem with his little brother Randy, where he doesn't eat his food. So the mom makes him eat like a pig in a trough. That's Mama's little piggy will haunt my my memories for times to come. Why? I think one of the best things in this film is Darren McGavin as the father. The old man, as they call him. He is great in this. And, he's from Billy Madison. He was great in that, too. He's one of the best things in this film. The bully. Played by Zach Ward, the bully. So, there's the scene where the bully confronts them. And like, he jumps out from this fence, and apparently they have to go through that way. So they try to then run away from him and climb up the dumpster, but his little toady is there. So Randy, Ralphie's little brother, like, he gets pushed down and he just lays there, which Ralphie says is smart. But they're prepared to just leave him there and go. But then they grab Randy and run off. It's just like. Then finally, okay. So before I discuss how he handles the bully, let's discuss the. Let's discuss. I lost the train of thought. The soap. So, Ralphie says the F word, which is shown to us as fudge. Throughout the film, the dad swears, because it's a PG film, the dad swears in it's replaced words. Dang, dang, god darn. But it's really, he's swearing like a sailor. And so Ralphie says fudge, and when this is heard, he gets his mouth washed out with soap. Or should I say, they just stick a bar of soap in his mouth, which is not how you do it. You can choke on that. What you're supposed to do is wet the soap, stick it in his mouth a little bit, and then stick the water in and a little more soap and get it rinsed in there. You don't stick the whole bar in. In fact, that happened to me when I was a kid. I stuck the bar in my mouth. I was like, no, don't do that. You're going to choke on it. I stick the whole bar of soap in his mouth. And then there's this. So we get to where he deals with the bully. He's had enough. The bully knocks his glasses off. And he beats the holy hell out of the bully. And he's saying a bunch of bad words as he's doing it. Ralphie's mom shows up. And he's afraid he's going to get in trouble for saying the bad words. Look. If I was in this position, I don't care what kind of words my son said. If he stood up to the bully. If he stood up to a bully that was picking on him and fought back, I would be proud. So people say, well, you shouldn't applaud violence. Why not? Why not? If it gets the job done, then fucking do it. That's what I say. You know what I mean? You don't want to support violence, but if there's no other way to do it, if this kid would not leave them the fuck alone, then he has to do it. And he stood up to this kid and he beat the holy shit out of him. I don't care what kind of words he's saying. He's saying the F word. If he's saying fuck. If he's saying shit. Damn. Goddamn. I don't care what kind of words. I don't care if he's saying Rumpelstiltskin. Or supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. As long as he taught that kid a lesson, I'm a proud papa. And they're afraid his dad's going to come home and be mad. And mom doesn't tell the dad anything. Which, it's kind of cool, man. But then, and he even says that things were different between him and his mom after that. The very next scene is them in the parade and Ralphie bitching that he wants to see Santa Claus to his mom. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. I know you want to see Santa Claus so you can tell him about the Red Ryder BB gun. But your mom just hid something from your dad. Something she could still fucking use on you later. She could still use that on you. I mean, come on. You're bitching and complaining and she can just turn to your dad and say, oh, by the way, when he was in that fight with that kid, he said a bunch of bad words. And you're screwed. So shut up and wait to get to Santa Claus. Which he freezes up on. And then the Christmas day comes. And he gets the BB gun. And he shoots his eye out. And then he steps on his glasses and blames it on an icicle. And then go to a Chinese restaurant. For Christmas dinner because the neighbor's dogs, which they hinted at throughout the film, have broken into the house and eat the turkey. So they go to the Chinese restaurant for Christmas where they sing, deck the halls with boughs of holly, ra-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra. 'Tis the season to be jolly, ra-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra. I know. Cue that little African-American kid going, that's racist! I don't care. I think it's funny. I do care It's funny. All right, you wouldn't be able to make that scene if they remade this movie for nowadays. First of all, people would be pissed. I'd be okay with it, and I don't care. But they wouldn't put that scene in there because it's racially insensitive. Because everybody nowadays are a bunch of buttholes who get pissed off at every little racial insensitivity. When back in the day you were doing jokes like this, you can get away with it. Nowadays, oh no, you'd have people picketing with signs saying, no, hell no, we won't go, and stuff like that. But a little racial insensitive joke here and there, not so bad. I'm not racist by any means, but just a little bit sometimes. A little joke is a joke. That's what you gotta remember. It's a joke. They're not serious. They're not being discriminative against the Chinese. It's just a joke. Alright? Alright. And it ends with Ralphie sleeping with the gun. That's safe. You move in your sleep, What if... And I'm not talking about shooting his own eye out. His brother's in the bed right next to him. So what if he accidentally shoots his brother in the bed? I'm assuming it's not loaded, but come on. One thing I have to say, though, at the beginning of this film, when he goes into his parents' room, there is 2 beds in his parents' room. Were they trying to copy the way TV was back in the 40s and 50s? Because, yeah, they did that. But this movie came out in 1983, which by then it was okay to have a man and woman sleeping in the same bed on TV. So I don't know why they did it. They did show them a couple times. But, I don't know. It's just weird to me. Overall, this movie is okay. It's okay. There's some funny parts. There's some weird parts. But it's okay. It's nowhere near the Christmas classic that everybody heralds it. People have it high up on a pedestal that it does not deserve to be on. In my opinion, my rating for this film, it gets a 6. It's decent made. There's some funny parts. There's some weird parts. It's fine. It's a 6. So what are your thoughts on A Christmas Story? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty. See you in the next one.